This program presents principles designed to promote health and is not intended to take the place of personalized professional care. It is not meant to be a substitute for medical advice, diagnosis, and treatment by a trained medical professional. Always consult your healthcare provider about your medical condition and before altering your medication or your health-related routines. The opinions and ideas expressed are those of the speaker and not the public broadcasting station.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sheila. This program is a natural way health and healing prescriptions. Having taught nursing science at several universities in the Southeast and having conducted research on childhood obesity, I came to the realization that if the obesity epidemic is to be eradicated, then I would stand a greater chance of addressing it in the clinical setting. So with that, armed with bachelor's, master's, and a PhD degree, I returned to school. Yes, with advanced degrees, but also at an advanced age. I wanted to become a family nurse practitioner. You can only imagine. Nevertheless, my quest was to move to the clinical settings so as to share information to individuals about lifestyle practices. Convinced that I knew how to reduce the risk of obesity, I moved into the clinical settings. And what did I find? I found and discovered that obesity was just a badge to discover or to cover, if you will, a plethora of diseases that were amenable to lifestyle fixes. Much of what I saw in the clinical settings and being treated by pharmaceuticals were related to obesity. So with that, I decided how best to address this growing phenomenon. Here I stand with you today. I've developed a program, certainly with the help of others, that I am convinced will help you and me too in so doing to reduce these risks that are killing so many of us and impairing us. If you stay with me, I guarantee you, in the next several weeks, you will find and discover principles that will save your life. At the time of airing, it's Christmas time. What a great Christmas gift to give to your neighbors, your friends, and whoever, gifts of health and healing. I challenge you to stay with me. I have in my pocket something that seems probably very familiar to most of you. It looks like something I know. It smells like something I've smelled before. But what is it? What would you call this item? Look, have you ever seen a purple potato? That's exactly what this is, a purple potato. Now, I brought this to illustrate a point. There are times when we think that we know what is appropriate or what the common is. We don't always know that. In this program, I am going to challenge some commonly held beliefs that you have and that I had as it relates to health and healing. We will explore natural ways for health and healing, some of which I guarantee you will make changes in your life. Hang with me. We have a plethora of programs planned just for you. Thank you. Hello, today I am so excited. I will share with you our first prescription for a natural way. Are you ready for this? Call your friends, call your neighbors. Have you ever taken pharmaceuticals? I certainly have in my lifetime. We know they come in all sizes, all shapes, all colors, and I might add all prices. Well, the net profit of 11 major pharmaceutical companies in 2013 was just a mere $85 billion, and probably more this year. Now, I want to give you a few facts about pharmaceuticals. Deaths from prescription drugs rose from 4.4 in in 100,000 people in 1997 to 7.1 per 100,000 in 2004. Now those data is coming from the Morbidity and Mortality Weekly Report of the Centers of Disease Control. Whereas it might seem small, when you look at percentage points, a lot of people died because of prescription drugs. In fact, prescription drugs are now labeled as the third leading cause of death in the United States. And you can find this information from the Journal of Patient Safety and also from our own CDC. Side effects and issues. According to the CDC, again, medicines are generally safe when used as prescribed or as their labeling describes. There are, however, risks in taking any medicine. Just last week, a young man came to me and said, Dr. Davis, my mother has now developed cirrhosis of the liver from taking one of the very common over-the-counter pain medications. I'm sure if I were to call its name, all of us have taken it. However, when we take medicines like that as prescribed, as I said before, generally they're very safe, but we need to be aware. Each year in the United States, adverse drug events result in over 700,000 people going to the emergency room every year. Have you ever seen a pharmaceutical commercial on TV? You know, 1 minute of ad about the virtues of the drug and 3 minutes of side effects for which we need to be aware. Now, am I disking or saying that all pharmaceuticals are bad? Of course not. They're necessary. But the purpose of this program is to share with you other ways for health and healing. I call this prescription a natural way. Looks pretty dirty from this, but I guarantee you, when I finish telling you about the virtues of this natural remedy, you're going to go out and get some. What is it? Well, the beauty company or the beauty industries now have caught on to our little prescription. They're touting it as a must-have among the rich and the famous. It has gone viral. People are using it for teeth whitening solutions, for lemonade cleanses, and for luxurious facials. I wish you could see a picture of me. I used this and painted my face, and when my husband walked in, he didn't know what to say. A natural way, I'm still talking about that first prescription. To move a little closer, it's a form of carbon that has been processed with oxygen to create millions of pores between the carbon atoms. Talking a little chemistry here. The process greatly increases the surface area from 300 to 2,000 square meters per gram. Now, to break that down, 1 pound of our prescription has the surface equivalent of 6 American standard football fields. Do you know what it is? I'm going to solve this mystery for you. It's activated carbon or activated charcoal. That's right. It's ideally suited for absorption. And most often it's made from wood, even coconut shells, and some people have made it from bones. The World Health Organization says this substance, activated charcoal, is on the list of the most essential medications worldwide. Now, is it a Johnny-come-lately? I don't think so. Dating back to 3700 BC, the Egyptians and the Sumerians used wood chars in the manufacture of bronze. A little closer, in 1500 BC, in the Egyptian records, we found that this charcoal was used to absorb odorous vapors from festering wounds within the GI tract.